Hello, this is Brett from Survival Comms. And today I'm going to show you how to make a field expedient RF connection without a connector out of television coax with our friend duct tape and a Leatherman wave tool. Okay, we're using a dummy load. Now this is on the air. We have a watt meter here. We're using a UHF commercial radio tied into a, like I said, a 50 ohm dummy load, and using the standard 58 size coax. See, the mobile radio is putting out about 20 watts, and it's a match. It's not even moving. Now we'll go ahead and insert the television coax. This is a television coax with our type F to B and C adapter going into our watt meter. And as you can see, over 20 watts forward, none reflected. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate this connection here. And now I'm going to show you how to put it back together without a connector. Okay, first take your end of the coax, measure out about 2 inches back. Open a cutting blade on your Leatherman tool. And about 2 inches back, just do a circumferential cut. To the coax jacket. Without nicking the shield. There you go. Now take your shield and push your shield back and start to take and remove all your shield wires and bring your shield wires back away from the end of the connector. What you're going to have is something that looks like that. Now 3 millimeters from where your braid is, you're going to want to remove all the insulation. So again, very carefully make a circumferential cut. Twist the insulation and remove it, exposing the center conductor. Now another 3 millimeters from the end of your insulation right here, you're going to want to go ahead and cut your center conductor. Three millimeters. And now you've got your business into your conductor. Now you can see this is our female B and C, and you can see how it fits in there. Okay, now what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to build up the body of this dielectric here with your duct tape. So you're going to take a 3 millimeter strip of duct tape, approximately 4 inches long. Now you're going to take this 4-inch section of duct tape and you're going to go around the base of the dielectric here, and you're going to build it up. like so. You can test fit it inside of your RF connector here, your existing one. It's a little too much duct tape. Remove about an inch. Test fit it again. And now we're in business. Now you're going to want to shove that in there as far as you can. Run your braid back over, just like this right here. Taking your braid and running it around, use up all of it if you can. Just put it up tight up against that conductor there. It's not going to short with it because you've got that held tight there. Now you're going to take another section of duct tape and run it around here to retain the entire assembly. Now go in the same direction that you wrapped your shield wires around. You're going to place this around your RF connector here, and you're just going to go ahead and secure it and insulate it. Just like so. Doesn't have to be pretty. This is a field expedient. Okay, and now we have our field expedient connector here. And I know in the B and C one we cut it back 3mm, 3mm. Now I'm going to show you here for a PL259 how to do it. What you're going to want to do is a PL259 is about a 1/4 inch deep. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to fold this conductor back on itself once, and then fold it back on itself again twice, and then 3 times with that length right there. And that's going to give you the approximate diameter to fit into your PL259, into the male portion of it, or excuse me, the female portion of it. And as you can see, it's nice and tight in there. Now what you're simply going to do is you're going to take a 3mm strip of duct tape, go ahead and start out with a foot. It's a little bit bigger than 3mm, but it doesn't matter. And just start insulating. What you're trying to do is you're trying to build up the same amount of spacing between the conductors as you have in the existing RF connector. And by doing that, you're trying to maintain the same impedance of the connector. You're not going to do it. It's not going to be perfect. It's, like I said, this is a simple solution. But as you can see, it fits right in there like that. And now we're good to go. Now go ahead and take your braid and run your braid around the outside of your conductor here. And take your duct tape again. About a foot, and just do the same thing you did before. All you're doing is you just maintain continuity in the cable. And there's your field expedient PL259 right there. Bam. For the purposes of demonstration here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you that there's continuity. There's no continuity between the center conductor and the shell. There is continuity between the shells of both conductors, or connectors rather. And there is continuity between our center pins. Okay, now we're ready to test. You can see I've disconnected my dummy load from my patch panel, and I've using the same type of barrel connector, BNC barrel that runs from the patch panel to the RF cable here, which has got the field expedient connector in there hooked to our watt meter. And we'll go ahead and test it. Forward power 17 watts forward. Reflected power is 1 watt, which is about 1.617 to 1 SWR. So we don't have a perfect match anymore whatsoever, but what we do have is we have a working solution for something that we didn't have before. So if you ever were in this situation and you had to cobble something together like this, it will work. And I hope this helps. This is Brett from Survival Comms. Till next time.